I'm not muting you all because afterwards there are problems for some people to unmute. So,
Oh, das ist nicht der gute Gedanke.
aye. Okay, let's see. Okay.
Jinglach, wenn ihr geht, mit mir lach in ihr Lebzeit diesen Tag. Verzeiht nur nicht diese Kleidlach in Gedenk, die kein so. Mit Familie, wenn ihr geht, kann man spazieren. Seht ihr besser nur verliebt, sag nicht die Weib. Neues, wie will ihr so, bis die der Schippe sucht, als ihr Hochzeit. In euch beschehne Mois, wer vergibt den Reut, an bleibt dieser Brüder, das ist was sicher, ihr rettet euch wieder Weil wenn der Jäger Hore geht, am Tore dann, so viel und Tore in das Glüber sein, griff mich wie ein Tor in Kotsch, ihr wisst es nur in Kotsch, mein Nächster, ich versteht, wird ihr mir dankbar sein. Weil wenn der Jäger Hore geht, am Tore dann, so viel und Tore in das Glüber sein, griff mich wie ein Tor in Kotsch, ihr wisst es nur in Kotsch, mein Nächster, ich versteht, wird ihr mir dankbar sein. Meidlach, Herz, als Kinder gibt mein Nächste, ich versteht, euch gibt mein Plan. Und Herz sagt, wie nur geht, ich versteht sie in ihr Welt, mir dankbar sein. Mit der Beutigkeit im Geht auf ihr doch wissen, als nicht alles, was versucht, ist richtig wahr. Ihr seht, als später, soll das Zeichner nicht verdrießen, ihr sollt nicht bleiben im nah. Ich will ein schöner Boy, kriegt das die Azoi, schiebt das nicht Mädlach in so dem Brüder, weil wenn der Jäger Hore gibt, am Tore dann, so vielen Tore im Allgüber sein, kriegt sich wie ein Tor in Kotsch, ihr wisst es gut in Kotsch, mein Nächster, ich versteht, wird ihr mir dankbar sein, weil wenn der Jäger Hore geht, am Tore dann, so vielen Tore im Allgüber sein, kriegt sich wie ein Tor in Kotsch, ihr wisst es gut in Kotsch, mein Nächster, ich versteht, wird ihr mir dankbar sein.
Okay. Okay, let's start reading the. Steve, yeah, I see that you raise your hand, Steve.
Maurice, in welke jaar is das record macht de recording?
In welke jaar?
Ja.
Ik meine, es ist 2023. 1920.
Yeah, it says here.
Oh.
It says here, yeah. Marsha, will you start reading the English, please?
Although we have heard dozens of songs about love and romance, we have heard only one song that mentions the Yetzer Hora, the inclination to do evil in general and specifically to lust. It appeared in Nellie Kastman's song, Yassel, 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 of 1923. She sang that she can't get Yassel out of her mind. She dreams of him and Gitter Yetzer Hora Bir Amor, a Torah. Sometimes lust excites her.
Okay, go on.
The musical Schleimeke auf Broadway featured the song Oi de Yetze Chora. It is sung here by Aaron Lebedoff, who was well known on the Yiddish stage for comic acting and raunchy songs. We have heard him sing Romania, Romania, but can you mock es is America and Odessa in Odessa?
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Bonnie, can you start reading?
Yes. Jinglich, wel geht mit Mädlich. Und ihr lebt guten Tag. Schäppet euch nur nicht zu die Kleidlich. Und gedenkt, was ich euch sag.
Good. Can you translate it?
Would you say, would that be boys? Yinglich?
Yeah.
Boy,
Boys will I go around? Oh, boys will go around with girls.
when you go around with girls.
Oh, when boys when geht. Okay, when boys go around with girls, and you're left a good and you have a good day.
Good
You're having a
time.
good time.
And it goes well for you.
Or how you have a good day.
All is well for you. Okay,
Goes well for you.
is well what?
And when it goes well for you.
Okay. I'm not sure what this is. Chepet?
Father.
Oh,
Father.
Bob. Oh,
Shepard is what a younger brother does to his older sister. And I know this from experience.
well, I remember hearing it at home, but it would be Chepetzik, something like that.
Okay, Refoil, I see that he raised his hand. Refoil.
Okay, so Chepet,
Eich, Shepherd, Eich.
nor knit to the kleedlich. And I'm not sure about, don't bother about the clothing.
No, shepherd is to don't mess with, don't start up with kleedlich skirts.
Oh, skirts. Oh, is that
Skirts.
meaning girls?
The girls,
Well,
yes.
Oh,
yeah, it means
the young
girl-
girls. Okay.
Right, it means girls, but it's a narrow focus on the kleedlich.
On the skirt.
Right,
So there's an implication there.
right.
And remember what remember what you said, but I'm not sure.
Right, so it's inverted. Was ich sag euch, what I tell you. It's just inverted.
Okay.
What I'm,
Okay.
and remember what I'm telling you.
Thank you, Bonnie. Refoil and then Rachel. Refoil.
Yeah, Leben a guten Tag is not just have a good life. It means to have a great time. It means to enjoy yourself, to carouse.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Rachel, yeah.
That's exactly what I wanted to say.
To say. Okay, so you took it out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Elaine, please.
Mit der Mädel, wenn ihr geht einmal spazieren, seht, ich bet euch nur, verliebt sich nicht zu weit. Und ob sie will, ihr sollt sie zu der Gruppe führen, sollt als ihr hat Zeit. Okay, so with a girl, when you go out walking, see to it, I beg you. And I could not get, wait, I bet nur verliebt sich nicht. I have all the words, I just can't put them together. And then the other line is, and if she wants to lead you to the chuppah, say that you have time, you have plenty of time. But I couldn't get nur verliebt sich nicht, nis zu.
Right.
Yeah, I
Right.
couldn't get that.
That's
Right,
why
so-
we have Maurice here.
Verlieben sich is to fall in love. So he's saying, watch out that you don't fall in love, that you don't go too far in falling in love. Right.
Okay. Oh, okay. I got far and I got falls in love, but I couldn't put them together. Okay,
Right.
thank you very
It's a
much.
warning, just when you
Uh,
go out, see to it that you don't fall too much in love.
And
want me
let's
to
go on another paragraph.
Okay. Und ob die schöne Moid wird zerhitzt und reut, antläuft Gicher, Bruder, stell fies was Gicher und rettet sich von Atoid. Okay. All right. So, and if she, oh, I said that already. And if the pretty girl, becomes excited and red, sort of hit,
Yes.
okay.
Right.
Escape quickly and save yourself from death.
Yes.
Save yourself.
Save
That's
yourself. Retet,
retet.
yeah.
Yeah.
Save yourself. Right.
And save yourself from a
Does-
death,
But
Does that mean your
I
parents-
like,
Does that mean your parents are going to kill you?
No, it means
No.
he's warning him about marriage
Right.
in general.
Right.
Save yourself from death. Don't get married.
Right.
what I like is Stella Fies. Stella Fies. That's, I can picture it. Stella Fies. Okay. Rochelle, please.
Okay. Weil wenn der Jeter Horror geht einmal a Tore, doch dann sollt ihr on I don't know that word.
Svoren.
Zwore ihm bald geboren sein. I don't know that word either.
Okay, we will work on it. Finish
Okay.
reading and then we will do it.
Okay. Krieg nicht wie mit Tor nicht, hotch ihr wisst es gar nicht. Folgt mein Eize und versteht, wenn ihr mir dankbar, werdet ihr mir dankbar sein. Okay.
Okay, so
Weil wenn der Eize Hora geht einmal, if the Eize Hora, if desire pulls on you, amol sometimes, those all ihr on, I can't translate that, I'm missing two words.
okay, I see that Refoel raised his hand. So
Right.
Refoel,
So Svora has a lot of meanings, but here it means without any argument, without any, in other words,
Resistance?
it says in
Would resistance work?
Design, you have to control it. You have to control the Yetzer Hara. You have to dominate it. Goy design is to dominate, to control.
Okay.
And it's unasvore. There's no question, there's no argumentation. As soon as you feel that Yetzer Hara coming on, you've got to get on top of it.
Okay. Krieg nicht wie, don't crawl where you're not allowed to. Don't go where you're not allowed to.
Right,
Hotch ihr wisst es gar nicht, even though you think it's nothing.
right.
Verlang,
Fault.
listen to my advice und versteht and understand that mir, and then you'll thank me.
Right.
When we
Good.
got to the song.
thank you. Yeah, good.
Good.
Yeah, I see Refoel and Rachel. So Refoel,
Most likely Rachel wants to say exactly the same thing.
That's right.
The spelling of Goiver is wrong. It should be Gimel, Vav, Vase, that with a line above it, Resh. Gimel Vav
Can you put the
Ves
cursor
Resh.
there where that is?
Yeah, it's the
Go
second line near
design.
the end.
Go
Second
design.
line near the end. I'll put in the chat how I would spell it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Gover sein, not Gibor sein. Gibor is to be some hero,
Right.
and Gover is to, yeah, okay, good.
Right.
Rachel?
Yeah, I would leave it. I would leave this spelling, this Hebrew spelling, and read it Yiddish.
And
Gibber.
read it Yiddish.
Read it
Gibber
Yiddish,
sein.
but like a lot of Hebrew words that went into Yiddish, we still spell them as we do in Hebrew. Gibber sein is like to overcome or to beat.
Sorry, I have to disagree.
Another okay, and another thing that, if I may, the word svore. Svore is a Semitic word. It's in Hebrew, and this is Aramaic.
It's Aramaic. Yeah.
It's Aramaic, yeah. But we have in Hebrew svara also, and that means a thought, a thought. And now the way I read it here, Dan soll ihr ona svore, without any thinking, bald, right away, without no hesitation, without any thinking, right away, you beat him. That's how I see svore. Okay.
Hilda? Yeah, I see that Hilda.
What did you say?
That Hilda raised their hand as well. So Hilda. I cannot hear you, Hilda. You were muted. Yeah, now? Hilda, try now. No, we cannot hear you. Something is wrong with your
Yeah,
microphone.
she's showing up as unmuted, but she somehow can't.
Yeah, something is wrong
Yeah.
with your voice or something. Yeah, but can you hear us? No, if you can. Yes, but we cannot hear you. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, I see Elaine. Yeah. Unmute, Elaine. Okay. Unmute, Elaine. We cannot hear you.
Okay. Wait, hold on. A call came in just as you called me. I'll call her back. I didn't get imbald gober sein. I just didn't get that. That's my first question. And my second question is the last part of the next sentence, which, don't crawl where it's not allowed. I got that. And then clutch ear vast says gornit. I just don't understand just don't understand that.
Maurice, please.
Sure. So the first line, it's again, the problem is it's an inversion. Zolt ear. It should be, if it were just conversational, would be Zolt ear, bald goiva sein, and then im refers to the
To him.
No, it refers to the Yetzirah.
The Yetzirah. Okay.
Right. So, but it's inverted. Onas vor im bald goiva sein. Immediately take control of it. The im refers to the Yetzirah. And about the Hoch Yevest says garnished, I'm not sure what he means. Literally it's although you know that it's nothing, but maybe it just means you don't think maybe you may not think it's important, but you should watch out for these things. That's all that I could come up with.
Your questions, Elaine?
Yeah, no, done.
Okay, good, thanks. Okay, Rochelle, yeah?
On the word sea cheppin, I've also used it as to attach, and even in sewing, sea cheppin a latte, or sea cheppin a kniep, a knuppel, a button, I can't think of the word. But I also remember using it that way at home.
But the basic is צ'פם nicht. לא זמור.
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
Or צ'פה dich nicht zieh, or don't get attached to it. Okay.
So I think, yeah. And that's the same. So just read it, Rochelle, because it's, yeah, just read it.
Okay, weil wenn der Hore geht einmal a Tore, dann sollt ihr on as Wore im bald, I still can't pronounce it,
Cover sein.
gober sein. Kriegt nicht wie men Tor nicht, hotsch ihr weist es gar nicht, folg mein Eite und versteht, wird ihr mir danken sein.
Dankbar sein. Okay.
Dankbar sein. Yeah, that's the Germanic.
Thank you, Rochelle. Thanks. Barbara, can you read it, please?
Goed, also. Medelig hert zich zu atzin mijn eten. So, girl, listen to my advice now. Und versteht euch gut mein plan and understand my plan. Ot hert sich zu nur gut und versteht sie. Only listen well and understand. Okay. Und ihr werdet mir dankbar sein, and you will thank me for it.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, go on, Barbara.
So can you just go back, I'm sorry, to that last word on
Dankbar.
Yeah.
Thankful.
Oh, thank you.
Thankful. You will be thankful to me.
Okay.
It's okay, Bonnie? Bonnie?
Yeah.
It's okay?
Yes.
Okay. So, Barbara, go on, please.
Met de boytje als geht, zult doch wissen, and if you go along with a boy, you should well know, as nicht alles, was sagt, is richtig wahr. You should know that not everything he tells you is the truth. Zet as später soll euch noch nicht verdrissen. Later, you shouldn't have remorse or und ihr sollt nicht bleiben zum Narr, and you should not turn out to be a fool.
Good.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Elaine?
Okay, did she say it's not, I missed the not? Did I miss the not, or did I just miss it? Or did she say it and I just missed it? That you should you should know that not everything he says.
Yes,
Right.
She said
Did you say that? Okay, I missed it. Thank you. Okay.
Beverly?
Well, a lot of these young women left their parents in Europe. So there they were alone, they could be wild. So here they're giving them, the women, advice to be careful. Because they might have been running around a lot at night after they worked a whole day in the sweatshop.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I had a grandparent like that.
You had what?
A grandparent like that.
Okay. Hey, Arlene, can you read? I see Elaine again. Yes, Elaine.
One more thing. The word var, when I looked it up in the dictionary, I got var and vor.
It's not var, it's nar.
No,
The line above it. The line above it.
Yeah, var.
The line above it. Var. So vor means true, but they said var means boiling water. So can you?
I've never heard it.
Higher.
No, I've never heard. In fact, the word var in general is pretty obsolete. Var is the German word.
Yeah, it's a German word.
For true.
Yes.
Yeah, it's German.
Well,
Right.
evidently in the Yiddish dictionary, it means boiling water, which didn't make
Or
any
maybe
sense.
in 1910 or 1911. it did, but,
No, it's in German. So yeah, Refoil, yes.
Yeah, as an adjective, var means true, and it is most likely not the best word for true. You can use emes or emistic, or you can use vor. The word var as a masculine noun, now it's a noun, not an adjective, does mean boiling water, but that's just the wrong meaning here. It happens to sound the same.
Oh, okay.
So here it's an adjective. Is var. It's
I have a
true.
question. I have a question. What
Yes.
does sicher mean?
sure.
Sore. Thank you.
No, not so. Sure.
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 Welcome, and good to see you.
Okay. So Arlene, can you read it, Arlene?
Een van a schener bol drikt eich zu azoi stemt eich niet medele und sagt breder low.
Okay. Can you translate it, Arlene? Maurice can help.
And when my screen, let me see here.
You okay or you left us? Okay, Maurice, I think that she had a problem and I don't see her anymore. So Maurice, can you
Okay.
translate?
Right, and when a handsome boy presses you this way, don't be ashamed, girls, and tell him, brother, no.
And you pronounce that loy.
Loy mit an aleph.
Yeah. And nicht loy mit a spodek.
Okay, so Steve, just read it because we already translated it. So just read it, please.
Weil wenn der Yitzhora geht amol teure, Tore, dann sollt an Siba in Svore, sorry, im bald
Goiva, it's misspelled, but it's Goiva.
Goiva sein. Kriegt nicht, wo man Tor nicht, Hotch weist sis gor nicht, pflegt mein zur Essa und versteht, wird mir dankbar sein.
Good.
Okay, and that's again the same. So let's listen to it once again. Okay.
Jinglach, wenn ihr geht, mit mir lach in ihr Lebzeit jeden Tag. Es heißt noch nicht, diese Kleidlach in Gedenk und die kein so. Mit Familie, wenn ihr geht, muss passieren. Sie ist besser nur verliebt, sich nicht die Weib. Neu, sie will ihr so, bis die der Schippe vielen sucht, als ihr Hochzeit. In euch die schöne Moi, wer zu hinten reut, an bleibt dieser Brüder, das ist was sicher, ihr rettet euch Weil wenn der Jünger Hore geht, amol a Tore dann, so viel und Tore in das Grüber sein, krieg mich wie ein Torikot. Ihr wisst es nur in Volk, mein Nächste, ich versteht, wird ihr mir dankbar sein. Weil wenn der jeder Hore geht, am Mulature dann, sollt ihr und Hore ihm Ausgeber sein. Krieg mich wie ein Torikot. Ihr wisst es nur in Volk, mein Nächste, ich versteht, wird ihr mir dankbar sein. Meidlach als Kinder gibt mein Nächste, ich versteht, soll gibt mein Plan. Und Herztag, wie nur geht, ich versteht sie in ihr Welt, mir dankbar sein. Mit der Beutigkeit geht und ihr doch wissen, als nicht alles, was versucht, ist richtig wahr. Ich sehe, als später, soll das Zeichner nicht verdrießen, mir soll nicht bleiben im Nah. Ich will ein schöner Boy, trinkt das die Azoi, schiebt doch nicht Mädlach in so dem Brüder. Weil wenn der jeder Hore gibt, am Mulatore dann, so vielen Tore im Allgeber sein, kriegt sich wie ein Tor im Kotsch, ihr wisst es gut, und folgt mein Nächste, ich versteht, wird ihr mir dankbar sein. Weil wenn der jeder Hore geht, am Mulatore dann, so vielen Tore im Allgeber sein, kriegt sich wie ein Tor im Kotsch, ihr wisst es gut, und folgt mein Nächste, ich versteht, wird ihr mir dankbar sein.
I see. Bonnie?
Yeah, I think I missed something in the beginning when he's singing Yetzer Hara Gitamul Torah.
Yeah.
Can you
that's it.
explain that? And I have then a second quick question.
Okay. Maurice,
Right.
can you explain it?
So Yetzer Hara,
Well, I know that part, but I meant when they bring up the about the Torah.
it's not
Not the Torah.
This is Torah. It's
Oh, sorta, okay.
Torah. Right. When the evil inclination
Oh,
pushes you, when it pushes you, when it excites you, that's what Gitamula Torah means. Has nothing to do with Torah.
Okay, so it looks like a test to me, so that's why.
It is.
It is, but it's Torah. It's not.
Oh, a
it's
sorta.
Right. Right. It's right. When it pushes you, when it comes over you.
Yeah, I just didn't understand. I'm used to seeing that closed. I mean, it looks to me like a test, so I'm a little confused.
Yes, she still didn't hear her. She doesn't get it.
I mean, I don't know how else to explain it.
Right.
It is a
Maybe-
test. It
maybe
is a
Rafael
test,
can-
Okay.
Rafael, can you
but it's not Torah.
It's a different
Okay.
word.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, the
Yeah.
spelling. Okay,
Yeah,
I get it.
the word is spelled exactly as it sounds. Torah with a T.
Yeah.
Tess, Torah. And a Torah is a poke,
Okay.
a jab.
Okay.
Okay, so when the Yetzer,
And then there was one other one. It was very near the end, and it was something in quotes. I think it was the last line.
no, there is nothing in quote.
The word
Oh, that
loy.
one.
Read
Yeah,
it now.
Love. Yeah. What?
It's the Hebrew word lo, but in Yiddish it's pronounced loy. So if a handsome boy is drückt sich, he's getting too close to you. Don't be embarrassed, girls. Tell him, brother, no.
No.
Loy. Loy is it's
Okay, I get it. Thank you.
the Hebrew, right.
It rhymes
Yeah,
with
so,
boy. It rhymes with the English boy.
And with
right.
azoy.
They have to use the
Right.
Hebrew too.
Right. Loy.
Got
Loy mit an aleph. Right.
It's also stronger than just knit or knitte. It's
Oh, really? It means really no.
yeah,
No,
absolutely not.
Right.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, Karen, I see that you raised your hand, Karen.
took my hand away because it was said already, but I'll
It was
repeat.
already said.
The expression loy mit an aleph means absolutely not.
Absolutely not, right.
Okay, so. Okay, any more comments or anything? Hilda, you have your voice back? You want to say something? No. Okay. Okay, so I see Rochelle. Yes, Rochelle.
You're muted. Rochelle, you're muted.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's
I'm
showing
waiting for-
us. Yeah.
Okay, just a little comment. I have a friend who thought a boy chick was a transgender person.
No, I don't think so. I don't
Well, maybe
think-
today.
Well, somebody's wearing a cladle in this song. Maybe it's him.
Okay,
Cute.
right.
Okay, out of curiosity, how do you say transgender in Yiddish?
Yeah.
Let me check. if
Oh,
I
she's
have
going
it.
for the dictionary. Oh.
I know I'm trying.
Yeah, es ist
Sorry.
das Wort. Das Wort ist transminic.
Transminic?
Transminic. Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Ooh,
An
How
I
old a
word,
word
aber-
is that?
Oh,
This
Lechol Poches at
dictionary-
10 Jahre alt.
You see this dictionary?
Yeah.
It has modern English to Yiddish. So it invented some words that probably didn't exist in the shtetl. I don't think that anyone knew what is transgender in the shtetl. So okay, so let's move to the story, to the monologue of Vinkl Pfeiffer, and we stopped where he says that his wife is quite jealous of him. So when he's playing poker, he sits near a beautiful woman and he's giving her money from time to time. And she tells him that she sees, his wife, that she sees everything, and what does he think that he's doing? So let's see what he's saying. Okay. Tell me if it's big enough.
That's good.
It's good.
Kann sein ein bisschen besser.
Sorry?
Kann sein ein bisschen besser.
Ein bisschen besser. Ich mache
Ja.
es. Okay. Noch ein bisschen
That's good.
besser gemacht. Ja. Okay. Ich schade.
That's better.
The computer. Better. Okay. So we stopped here. Sie hyped bald. Okay. Rachel, can you read, please? Sie hyped bald on zu weinen.
Yes, yes, thank you. Sie hebt bald on Reihen und Gewaldewen. Right away she starts screaming and yelling. Sorry.
Someone is calling you?
Yeah, yeah, no, I shut it off. Jacobo,
No, you're not in the right.
that's Jacob.
You're not. Just a
Jacob.
moment, Rachel, you're not in the right place. Sie hyped bald on zu weinen mit bitteren Tränen.
Okay. Thank you. Sie hebt on zu weinen mit bitteren Tränen. Right away she starts crying with bitter tears. That means with heavy tears. She's crying terribly. Du verkillst mir
Can we
meine
have the cursor? Can we have the cursor?
Yeah. From time to time, I'm checking on people. So from time to time, the cursor goes away, but I have to see who enters and who goes away. Okay?
Oh, okay. Now, du verkillst mir meine Tage und Jahren. You are shortening my days and my years. Ich werde doch grau und alt über dir. Because of you, I am getting gray and old. Wer weiß, was du tust up in der meine places? Who knows what you're doing behind my back? I lost it.
Du hast mich mehr nicht lieb. Third line from the end.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Du hast mich mehr nicht lieb. You don't love me anymore. Ihr könnt sehen, wie eine Frau weint. Can you see, can you look how a woman cries? Hab a weak heart. I have a soft heart. Nehm ich sie beruhigen. So I start to calm her down. Laschen und einreden. I'm trying to caress her and to convince her. Persuade her. Jentele. Du bist eifersüchtig? Jentele. Are you jealous? Rauf narrele zu richen. Stop, little fool, to yell, to make noise. Was flippest du? Why are you sobbing? Wie in der Weiberscher Schule zum Sonnenteukef, just like in the women's section on Yom Kippur when they pray this prayer on Tanetokef. Hab dich lieb wie mein eigen Leben, Oitzer meine. I love you like my own, like I love my own life, my treasure. Ich schwör dir, als du bist bei mir die ein und einzige Freude auf der ganzen Welt. I swear to you that you are my one and only woman in the entire world. Neshama meine, my soul. Ich soll also der Leben zu sehen, Hitlers Mapole. I should live to see Hitler's
defeat.
Yeah, thank you. Hitler's defeat, yeah. Wie nur geht eine sich aus mit ein eifersüchtig, weil go argue with a wife who's jealous. Nu, was hab ich von meiner Reichkeit? Nu, what do I have from my riches? Me kon leben, no me los nicht. It could be possible to live, but they don't let you. It's not happening. Something is getting in the way. Meaning I could live, but here, she is bothering me. Hört ihr, es ist noch ein Stückel Glück, was ich habe ein bisschen vergnügen von meinem Coach. Do you hear, people? It's still, fortunate that I still have a little pleasure from my car. Bicha Kaylee. Kaylee is Hebrew. Do I have a vehicle? Really, that's the intent. Bicha Koche. Do I have a car? Shoin ein mola Koche. This is once and for all a car. This is a wonderful car. That's what he means. It's like a toy, a wonderful thing. That's what he means by
ornament.
Yeah. A Packard, a 46er Packard. This is the make of the car. This is
Packard.
The Packard.
Wonderful car. I looked at picture, really wonderful. Okay, Rachel. Thank you, Rachel.
Okay, thank you.
The next paragraph, we are going to learn all kinds of names for horses. And because it's very difficult to pronounce, I will ask Rafael to read it. But first, Steve.
A question for Rafael, actually. The word tatske, like you're saying it's as an ornament. Is that the correct spelling for the correct spelling for tchotchke?
No, it's not tchotchke.
Oh, right, it's different.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. What,
Okay,
how does
let me
that
answer.
differ from tchotchke?
You'll often find that words starting with ts are the same as the word starting with ch. You see chikavis and tsikavis.
Yeah,
And it's the same thing. But there is a discussion on Mendele years ago as to the possible origin of this word tzatske. And the best guess is that it's Hebraic tzatzuim. Yeled tzatzuim. That's a guess. Dandling.
Oh.
No, tzatzuim is toy.
Isn't can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
Ken.
Okay, isn't a tzatske is a kind of a person too, a girl?
Sure, it can be bric-a-brac, it can be a plaything, it can be a woman, an attractive woman.
Not
Well,
attractive.
no, not.
Ill repute.
And I always heard it as the only way I can think of it is a piece of work. Oh, she's such a
Yeah, that's
tzatske.
a good one.
Like
Oh, I've
she's.
never heard that.
Oh yeah, I mean that's what I heard.
Yeah, you're right. It is.
I heard it used as an insult.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. She's hard to someone who is hard to deal with. You know, she just.
But usually she has to be beautiful. She has to be very beautiful. So.
When they spoke about a tzatzkala, they usually meant someone who was trying to act like high society.
Never heard that.
That would be, yeah. She thinks she's kind of full of it. She thinks she's very important, but she really isn't.
Okay, so we have a lot of versions for it. So
Yeah.
that's nice. Okay. Rachel, yes.
Yeah, so two things. Tzatske also could refer to a woman who is immoral, that, you know, she plays too much. She's a runaround. That too is a tzatske. Now, regarding to what Paul said, Yeled it's not Yeled Chachuim, it's Yeled Sha'ashuim. And this is in the prayer. Haben yakirli Ephraim.
It's in the Bible.
A child of pleasure. Sha'ashuim. Sha'ashua in Hebrew is pleasure.
I think tzatska is a flirt.
Pardon?
A flirt.
It
Someone who
depends what
flirts.
kind of shashua.
Fox is fox.
Okay, so we have lots of versions. Just pick up whatever you like. So
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, tchotchke. You know, it means something
Not
that.
a good thing.
But wait, hold on. I'm gonna say. When you talk about tchotchkes, it's something that really has no value, but you keep them around because you know they look prettier. They're
No,
you know.
it's not the same.
Which
not the same words. Tchotchke and tzatske, two different things.
Oh.
No,
That was my original question.
But that's not what Rafael said. Rafael
Right.
said you.
Yes, it did. I think.
Tzatske is not a good thing.
okay. I
Enough.
think we
Enough.
I
They used to
Rafael,
say,
can
oh,
you clarify?
Ayenet Tzatske. Ayenet Tzatske.
Oh, that's right. That's a good one.
Yeah, okay.
Rafael, can you clarify? I thought you did say that they're the same.
Yeah, and I think it might be that they've separated at this point in meaning, but tzatske and tchotchke originally are really the same thing. Maybe these days one uses tzatske and tchotchke a little differently. In America, certainly tchotchke refers to bric-a-brac, and a tzatske refers to a kind of person or a plaything. But I think originally it's really the same word. And yes, I agree with Rachel. Sha'ashuim, not tzatzuim. Haben yakirli Ephraim, Yeled Sha'ashuim.
Yeah, can you
trying to
sing
say
it,
is there's
Paul? Can you sing it?
Of course.
Let's
Oh,
sing
good.
it together.
please.
Haben yakirli Ephraim, Im Yeled Sha'ashuim, Midei Dabrivo, or something like that. I don't have all the
Well,
words.
I know a different melody.
Okay.
Ben yakirli Ephraim, im Yeled Sha'ashuim.
That's what I know.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we know in Israel. Yeah. Okay, I think we will leave the tzatske alone and we will move to the horses. Now you will get to know everything you wanted to know about horses, even if you didn't want to. So, yeah. So okay, Refoel, please. Irzent epes.
Irzent epes a mavin of coaches. Are you maybe an expert about automobiles? Amol bin ich gewen a größer mavin of susim. Once upon a time, I was quite an expert about horses, auf Pferd, that is, horses. Von weitens habe ich erkannt. From afar, I was able to recognize the lashakas, the foals, the pferdlich, which he just translates immediately into the little horses, the foals, or it could be the ponies. A kobila. Now I've got all these in my own dictionary. A kobila is a mare. A kashtan, that's a chestnut-colored horse. A shimmel, that's another kind of horse. A shimmel is a gray horse with brown spots. See, I'm from Kentucky. I know these things.
You see them in the derby every year.
That's
so
right.
yeah.
A jerabetz, that's a stallion. Oder a feierdicken oger, or a fiery oger. An oger is another word for stallion, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I checked it out. Yes.
It up, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
it's not
yeah,
an ogre, it's an ogre. Yeah.
Okay.
But now I've become a real expert about autos. Von a billig Fordel bis a teure Cadillac oder a Packard, all the way from a cheap Ford, little Ford, up to an expensive Cadillac or a Packard. Yeah.
Okay, Rafael, before you continue, I see that Daniel, you wanted to say something or ask something?
Yeah, I was just kind of curious. So please correct me if I'm wrong. I always got the impression that horses in Europe, in the 1800s would have been a luxury good. So it seems generally kind of interesting to me that there are so many different descriptive Yiddish words for horses. Am I wrong in that in assuming there weren't a lot of horses in shtetls, or did they just maybe describe stuff they saw in daily life, even if they weren't necessarily using or owning those same horses?
Okay. Someone want to answer him?
I can tell you from my father's stories of his shtetl, horses were common because many people in shtetls were farmers. And you couldn't farm without a horse or horses. And so they did a lot of duty. My father, they didn't have saddles. My father, he would just grab the horse's mane and jump on the horse and ride. And that was common. Wagons with horses were very common. But I don't think people had horses generally the way we think of them now as, breeders' stock and race horses. And they had them, but not in the shtetls.
Well, the Balagola certainly had a horse.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Right.
If not two horses.
They were walking horses.
Yes, absolutely.
Also, don't forget that a lot of Jews made their living by buying and selling horses. They would go to the peasants and buy or sell to them, and then they would take them to the city fairs and buy or sell them there. My whole village and my great-great-grandparents were all horse dealers in Germany, but I'm sure it went on in other places as well. So even if they didn't own them themselves, they had to know about them.
That's really interesting. Thank you for the input. My own family in Germany, they commented when they discussed horses, they talk about them as that thing that the nobles and merchants had, whereas all of the farm peasants around them mostly used oxen to plow fields and whatnot. So thank you so much for talking a bit about it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Rafael, continue. Ich allein.
Yeah, ich allein. My speaker's not good. Ich allein vor mir in mein schönen Packard. I myself, as far as I'm concerned, I travel in my beautiful Packard. Mein Jente soll leben, my wife, Gentile, she should live. Manachirt, an aristocratischen Lincoln. Now that must be a word from Spanish. I don't know any Spanish. Manachirt?
Manejar means drive. Manejar.
thank you. She drives an aristocratic Lincoln. Was wollt ihr gewollt? Soll losen mein Jiden sich stupen und träseln in einen engen, gepackten Kamion oder Tramway? What do you think? That I should let my wife get stuffed into and shake in a narrow, packed camion that's kind of a bus, I guess, a small bus.
In
Yes,
Mexico,
it's a bus.
A tuk-tuk or the
No,
tramway
no,
or the
no,
trolley.
like it's a truck. It's a truck.
Oh, camion is a truck.
All
Okay.
around Mexico, all
But-
South America.
But it looks here like a vehicle that several people will ride in as passengers. Or there's tramway. Do you think I would let her go in a camion, or kind of a truck vehicle, or in a trolley? Feh, spaß nicht. Nah, that really wouldn't do. That does not do. Das Techterl meins, my little daughter, is früher gefahren in a Chevrolet. A Chevrolet. Oh my goodness, that's a pun. My little daughter was previously driving in a Heartbreak or a Chevrolet, which of course doesn't come from Chevrolet at all, but Chevrolet Hebrew means heartbreaker. In a Nash,
What?
in
A
a
Nash.
Nash. It's a kind of car. They don't exist anymore.
I
In a
never has-
Hoopmobile.
Correct.
I don't know what a Hoopmobile is. I've never seen one. It's treibt sie a Buick. And now she drives a Buick. And this verb treiben, that's not European Yiddish, that use. Okay. A Packard fresst a sach gasoline. A Packard drinks up, guzzles a lot of gasoline. And a Buick is stark wie Eisen. And a Buick, it's as strong as iron. The single minds, my boy, my boychik, hat schon euch cheshik, zefirren a kotche. He's also eager to drive, that's the usual word, to drive a car. Nor tun noch nicht, but he's not supposed to yet. Hat nor was gepattert sein bar mitzvah. He just recently managed to free himself through the bar mitzvah. That is, he just got finished with the bar mitzvah.
Okay, thank you, Rafael. I see that Luisa is her hand up.
Yeah, the word camión usually in Spanish does mean truck, but in Mexico they use camión for buses.
Right.
They do.
Yes.
Specifically in Mexico. And tramway is a tram, just an electric. Well, maybe in those days it may have been drawn by horses too. Who knows?
would be a streetcar in English.
Yeah, streetcar. That's exactly it. Un tranvía in Spanish we call them. Tranvía.
I mean, in other words, something that has a whole bunch of other people in it that sometimes you have to squeeze yourself in. That's what he's saying. I'd never put my wife in one of those.
Yeah.
It's public.
Okay, Susan, will you continue by uns?
Bei uns in Blutigen Städtel ist der Horst gefahren in a Coach mit 4 Pferden. Na Spitz. With us in the bloody old Städtel, the prince, the poets, the noblemen traveled in a coach with 4 horses, na Spitz, which is horses in tandem, I guess, one after another. That's what I understood it to be.
Yeah, it's not Blutig, it's Blotig.
Oh, muddy. Oh, okay. Muddy. Okay. Und ich hab gebrochen in der Schittere Blotter, and I forded the river walking in the thin mud. Oder getapchet in dem nassen Schnee. But I getapchet, I'm not sure what that means.
Roger,
plodded through?
Oh, I plodded through the wet snow. Und heint vor ich in mir in mein reichen Packard. And nowadays I travel and we travel in my rich Packard. I is a machaya zu fahren auf der glattiger Carretera.
Carretera, probably.
To travel on the smooth carretera means in Spanish highway. Mein Packard juckt über alle coches. My Packard goes faster than all the other cars.
Okay, so Susan, just a moment before we move to the other page. I see that Beverly and Rafael raise their hand. So Beverly, please.
My question is, because I don't remember the beginning, how did he get so rich? Did they tell you?
No.
Oh,
They
really?
say that he has a factory, but we don't really.
We don't know how he got so rich.
No,
Okay.
he started as a peddler. That's we know that he started as a peddler.
Right.
But how he got from it to be so rich, that's just we can
All right.
imagine.
He's Jewish. What do you want?
Not all
But-
Jewish people are rich.
But remember, Yiddish assuras is wie Purim dicke Schnee.
Okay.
Das ist sehr wichtig.
Okay, yes.
But it seems that so many of the Jews that went to other countries started out as peddlers.
Yeah.
And
I think
it just, kind of a door-to-door salesman.
Here too.
Rafael, yes.
Here too, in the west of our country, think of all these department stores that were owned by Jews who had been peddlers.
Okay, now they have Amazon, so no more peddling. It's just Amazon.
On the East Coast, how about the Lip Brothers, Gimbals? Yeah.
They did it in Germany too. I mean, that was a way you didn't have to get a job. You didn't have to boss. You just bought
What's a
some
job?
stuff and then went
It's
around
from
and
the
sold it.
shtetl.
It was
It's
a way
the
you could
same life as in the
manage.
shtetl.
Yeah.
What's up? Everything okay?
You can get started with no capital, hardly.
Later. Bye.
Okay. Rafael, and we continue. Rafael, yes.
Yeah, I think in the end of that previous paragraph, the only way I can make sense of it is to say there's a misprint and to say that word in before mir is just omit it.
Typo.
Und heint vor ich mir in mein reichen Packard. And now I travel around in my rich Packard and just remove that extra in.
Yeah, the in is extra. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Susan, go on.
I read that already.
Susan.
Read the first line already.
We read it. Okay.
Mein Packard juckt über alle coaches. My Packard is faster than all the other coaches or cars. Ich sehe Bekannten, gebe ich a fife. When I see somebody I know, I give a whistle.
Bye.
Mit dem Klaxon. With the horn. That's klaxon in Spanish, is the horn of the car. True, true, true. Tro, tro, tro. The sound of the klaxon of the horn. Ich gebe mach mit der Hand. I wave my hands und heide weiter and keep going farther. Weiter 80 kilometer ashore and further 80 miles an hour. That's obviously a joke. He wouldn't be miles an hour.
Why not?
Why
Not
not? Yeah.
Oh, maybe in his car. Okay, he's comparing it to the horse wagons, but yes,
It's actually, I looked it up. It's 80 kilometers, which is like
It's
5 miles an
kilometers,
hour.
not miles. Kilometers.
Yeah, it's like 5 miles an hour.
yes,
No,
No.
No, what?
No. I will translate it
I
to.
think it's like 60 miles. I'm not certain though.
Yeah, something
Oh,
like this.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
It's like
something like this.
50 miles.
Okay.
Yeah, my midget has my MG midget has the kilometers and miles side by side, so I roughly know this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Susan, go on.
Ich jog, ich schweb, ich flee. I pull, I fly, I run. Kommen über die Intelligenten, die Idealisten, but the ones who come on are the intelligent ones, the idealists, und machen a Gewalt, and they make a big deal. Jeden, stoit nicht, Jews, that's not the right thing to do. Sis a Gefahr, it's a danger. Yankel Pfeiffer will überjubeln die ganze Welt. Yankel Pfeiffer wants to outrun the whole world. Me can leben nor me los nicht. One can get along, but they just don't let you.
Okay, thank you, Susan. Beverly, can you continue?
Sure. Hert, right?
Yes,
Hert
yes.
Umishne, ach
Yes,
weißt,
Umishne.
a Chicago Geschichte. So now I don't know what Umisha is.
Umishne, just a moment, let me see. Deliberately, I found deliberately, but I'm not sure. That it doesn't sound
Sounds-
right.
It's
I
like
think it means
especially,
attentively,
or
possibly.
especially.
Especially.
Listen, especially to this story. I don't know Chicago. I mean, I know it, but I don't know.
Polish. It's Polish.
Aha.
Polish for interesting.
And you'll see tsikava, you'll see chikava.
Ciekawe. It's ciekawe. It's in Polish.
Yeah, curious.
Curious.
Listen to this curious
Interesting.
story.
You wouldn't think strange or weird?
Yes. The same, yeah. Interesting, strange, weird, yeah.
Was a Kopfmensch wie ich, that such a smart man like me can einfallen, can think of, right? Can come to my
Yes.
mind.
Mhm.
Vor mir azoi aheim in mein Kutsche und tracht mir. I'm driving home in my car and I'm thinking, as is shine sight, it's ready time to Pitter, zu werden von mein Geschäft. I'm thinking as I go that it's ready time for me to get rid of my business. Right? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Von mein Fabrik, from my factory, und mein edificia, my edifice.
Edificio.
Building.
My real estate, my building.
It's time for me to get rid of all this. Me darf sich nehmen zu bessere Geschäften. One needs to take oneself to better ability to make money or better business.
Better business.
Yeah, okay. Me darf sich nehmen zu azamin Geschäft. One needs to take oneself to such a business, was hat noch nicht kein Sach.
I'm on my Zoom class.
Konkurrenten.
Competition.
Competition. Oh, competition. He should go into a new business with this very little competition. Is mir eingefallen, so he thought of genialer?
A genialer, a brilliant.
A what?
A brilliant.
A brilliant.
Yeah,
plan.
it's from Spanish. It's genial in Spanish. Brilliant.
A brilliant plan. A golden, a gold.
Oh, brilliant.
A brillantener plan, a brilliant plan. Cook einen
No. Thank you, Beverly, because I sent this to Bob. I sent this paragraph.
Sure. Great.
Okay, so just a moment, Bob, before you start, I see that Louisa raised her arm.
Yeah, genialer, it's from genius. Genial, genius plan.
Genius. Okay, good.
Thank
Okay, Bob, komm mal rein in Stuhl.
Ich komme rein in Sturm, I come into the house, treffe ich mein jedene sich putzen, schmieren und farben. She's getting all dressed up, greasing herself and coloring. I beg her, ask her, Yentele, zum Poker, aber darfst du sich so euch putzen? For poker, you have to get dressed up so? Entweder sie mir unter den, she answers me under her nose. What does that mean, under her nose? Anyone?
Disdainfully?
Look down at
Disdainfully?
him. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
You look down your nose at somebody.
It's
to mean
mumbling,
that
mumbling.
you're looking from a high place to a lower being.
Yeah.
It could be mumbling or muttering.
Mumbling,
okay,
yeah,
Karen.
can be.
Thank you, Karen.
Ich spiele nicht daheim. I'm not playing today. Ich gehe cinema. I'm going to the Cena, going to the movies.
Oh.
Me wees heint a schön Bild mit der Barimter Hollywood Artisten Betty Grable.
No, it's Betty Grable.
Betty Grable.
Grable is a rake. It should have been Betty Grable.
Grable.
But Betty Grable is a rake that you rake the leaves in your.
It's different.
That's the. Okay.
Yeah, very famous for Hollywood actress. Zorge, I say to her, als Kamus mit ihr reden wegen sehr wichtiger Sache. I say to her that I really have to speak. I have to speak to you about a very important matter. Werd sie neugierig und fragt mir, and she gets curious and asks me, sie kaufen a neue Haus? You're going to go buy another house? Sag ich ihr gelassen. I say calmly, nein, verkauft verkehrt. The opposite, or on the contrary. Verkaufen mein Edificia. I'm selling my building. Therefore, in alle Tag andere Zars. Every day I have another problem. The felt Wasser. One day it's a leak. The next day the wird etwas zu brechen. The next day something's broken. Zu was teug mir a Haus von 4 Stock? Why do I need a house with 4 stories? Als andere Jürgen mir schon über mit Häusern von 5 Stock, von 6 Stock, viele von 7 Stock. People they're pursuing me with for houses with 5 and 6 and even 7 stories.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, good. You did it. Thank you. Okay. Any questions until now? Any questions? Any comments?
I have a comment.
Okay, Rachel, yes, please.
This reminds me a lot of a Jigana Schumacher kind of shtick. And there's one that he ends every couple of lines with "Mi kon leden noch melost nicht." And it's hysterical. But they have the same tone as this.
Okay. Marsha, please.
Chikava and Nagarik, they both the same, similar meanings. curiosity, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Karen, can you continue?
Ois Geschäft, ois Fabrik und ois Heiser. Done with, finished with business, finished with factory, and finished with houses. Frag sie mich ironisch. I asked her sarcastically.
No, the opposite. Frag sie mich. She is asking me.
Oh, frag sie. She asks me, thank you. I ironically, sarcastically, mit a Schmechle, with a little smile. Woje wirst du tun, mein teurer Mann? What will you do, my dear husband? Wirst schreiben, a feeling, or you going to write Psalms? Is that correct? Psalms?
Yeah, yeah.
Entfer,
Raphael, speak up, Raphael.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tefillin, not Tehillim. It's not
not Tehillim.
Psalms. It's not Psalms. It's tefillin. Are
Tefillin.
you going to be writing the
Oh.
texts that go into the tefillin? That's are you going to become a cipher?
Ah,
It's ironic.
thank you. Entfer ich ihr ruhig. I answer her calmly. Nein, mein Teure, no, my dear. Ich habe ein besser Geschäft. I have a better business, a golden Geschäft, a golden business. Sag ich dir, I say to you, ich geh werden a bankier. I'm going to become banker. Ich geh sich aufmachen a bank. I am going to start.
Yes, to start a bank, to open a bank.
I'm going to start a bank. Get sie gich a sprung auf. She quickly gives a jump up. Sit euch die Hand in der Heuch. She extends her hands high up und schreit euch and screams out mit ihr quietschig Stimmele, with her shrill voice, or I
think shrill, yeah. Okay, just another paragraph, the Gewalt.
Gewalt jiddischer Kinder. That oh my gosh, Jewish children. That's some kind of expression. Der Mann meiner ist herab von Sinnen. My husband is out of his mind. Meshuggah, madman. Geh rufen us, excuse me. Geh rufen doctor. I am so sorry that I have to excuse myself.
Okay, no problem, Karen. It's okay.
I'm having vitamins put in my garden and the vitamin doctor's here.
Okay, no problem. Go check on him. Okay, Maurice, can you continue, please?
Who's willst du werden? What do you want to become? A bankier? A banker? Ha, ha, ha. Vinkl Pfeiffer, a bankier. Vinkl Pfeiffer, a banker. Guck no un den Bankier. Just look at this banker. Sie geht zu mir zu. She comes close to me. Up mir un dem Stern. She touches my forehead. Und sucht mir gleich in Punema rein mit Kass. And she says right to my face, angrily, the rest von Hitz Jacobito. You, I think it's like fever is making you say these things a little jakey. Schlug dir a Häus vom Kopf dein Bank. Knock that bank out of your head. Ich will dich nicht losen zertrenzeln. I'm not going to let you, it probably means waste.
Waste, waste, it's waste.
Right. Futtern unser Geld, to fritter away our money on banks. The Herrs, you hear me? Dein Zeder is nicht gewesen kein Bankier. Your grandfather was no banker. Und nicht dein Tate, and not your father either. Und du wirst euch nicht sein kein Bankier. And you also won't be a banker. Nunca Pfeifferhoek. Nunca, never. Pfeifferhoek is her nickname for him. Yankele Pfeifferhoekele a bankier. Little Jackie Pfeifferhoekele a banker. Gets him a bank. Give him a bank. Give it to him. Says do genug bank in Mexico. There are enough banks in Mexico. Wer ich schon Tage gut in Kass. Now I'm getting really mad. Steck rein die grobe Finger in Vestel by the Ullams. I stick my fat fingers into the vest of where my arms are. Klappt zu nervös mit alle Finger. I start banging nervously with all my fingers auf dem Vestel on my vest. Stup a bissel a hoist, and I'm pushing out a little, then boich for hoist. I'm sticking my stomach out a little bit. Und zug ihr pamelig, and I say to her slowly, Jente, dein Bube is nicht gewesen kein Aristokratke. Your grandmother was not an aristocrat. Und dein Mama euch nicht, and neither was your mother. Und du bist rein in die Federn. I'm not sure what this means. You're in feathers? I don't know. Does anybody know what this means? Anybody? No? Okay.
I can't.
You went into riches. That's the
Into
Yeah.
riches. Okay.
In die Federen means doing well.
Doing well, right. Und du bist geworden a ganze Aristokratke. And you've become a real aristocratic lady. Jente Tinefotsky, an aristokratke. All right, somebody else take it from here.
Okay, thank you. Michael, will you finish it? Will you finish the story for us? Michael Fishman, if you're still here. Okay, I don't see him anymore.
No, he's gone. He's gone.
He's gone.
Yeah.
Okay, Luisa, can you continue?
Yes. As du möchtest sein ein Aristokratke, mag ich sein ein Bankier. Guck mich nur an deine Potzkele. Passt mir nicht zu sein kein Bankier. So, if you can be an aristocrat, I can be a bankier. I can be a banker. Look at me, little teeny Potzkele. Spaß mir nicht. Could I not be a banker? Heb sie on, auf mir zu schreien. She begins to yell at me. Spritzt mit Feuer und bildert. She spits, would it be?
Yeah, spits fire and brimstone.
Spits fire.
Exactly.
She spits fire and what's bildert?
Noise.
Noise, make a
No.
noise, make a racket.
Shelt, I don't know what that means.
To curse,
Curses.
cursing.
Verses, okay. Sag ich hier kurz und scharf. So I tell her short and, I don't know how to translate that. Short and straight.
Sharply.
Sharply.
Sharp. Yente new. That's Yente new, dear Yente. Schrei nicht azoi. Don't scream like this. Liars.
Liarmnit. Also, don't make a racket.
Liorm nicht, don't make a racket. Öffne nicht dein Piskele mit dein meine Lotion. Don't open your little mouth. Usually mouth in that sense is used in Polish pisk for animals. With your, I would say, bad
Answer.
with your
Meine
answer.
Lashon is answer.
Okay, with your answer. Hobnish fardir kein moire. I'm not afraid of you. 5 of dear. I am no. What is 5?
I don't give a damn.
I don't give a
I
damn.
don't give a shit. I don't give a damn. Du hörst? Do you hear?
Okay, so just a moment, Louisa. Mariv, I saw that.
Yeah, I just want to say while we're reading this, notice that the angrier they get at each other, the more endearing and, schmaltzy their terms for each other. It's hilarious.
Okay, we have a minute or two. You want to finish the story?
No. Yes, yes,
Yeah?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, so let me do it quickly. Es gefällt dir nicht? Don't you like it? Kann ich dir geben die 12 Schires? I can give you the 12 lines. Since though by Idna get, there is a divorce by Jews. The 12 lines, I'm not sure. I think it's something that you are saying.
Get.
Yeah, I think that's something that you do during a get. A bank oder a get, a bank or a divorce. Wird sie schon ein bisschen weicher. So she became a little,
softer.
Yeah.
A
Und
little
fragt
what?
mich, and she's asking me mit einer nervösen Schmeichele, with a nervous smile. Wo ist der Pfeiferuckel? What's it, Pfeiferuckel? Hast dir schon anangegreift etwas a schein Weibele? Did you already prepare a beautiful woman? Wird doch dich bald ausschalten, Parshon meiner. They will go and get you right away. My Parshon is, how do you say?
A big shot.
A big shot, my big shot. Hast du schon der erwachsene Kinder, jetzt wegen der Get? You have already grown up children and you can speak about the divorce. Shaman makes to sie. You should be ashamed of yourself. Shaman? To be ashamed? Sag ich ihr mit Stolz? I'm telling her with pride. Ich soll sich schämen? I should be ashamed. Nicht du, was zu schämen sich. There is nothing to be ashamed of. She's Efker Petrushke. My mother used to say, Efker Petrushke. Anything goes. Anything goes. She's Mexico. It's Mexico. She's a freie Land. It's a free land. Du tust euch, was du willst, Senora Tinofotsky. You also do whatever you want, Senora Tinofotsky. Derweil bin ich Balabus. Right now, I am the Balabus. The boss. Oder du wirst a Bankirsche oder a Grusche. Either you become a banker's wife or a divorcee. Du erst Jentele, du ihr Jentele, oder a bank oder a get. Either a bank oder a divorce. Ihr wird sehen, Jentel Pfeiffer wird noch sein a Bankier. You will see, Jentel Pfeiffer will become a banker. Es geht schon auf einer Bank. Adios, adios. I am already going to open a bank. Adios.
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 That's the same thing she said at the end of her story. Adios, adios.
Adios.
I'm gonna go buy a neighborhood. Remember?
Adorable, adorable, adorable.
Okay, so with that we finished. We finished both of them. Yeah. Okay. Anyone
Thank you
wants
for
to
finding that, Minna. That was such,
I have a question
such
for
fun.
Karen Gould. How do you grow vitamins in your garden?
No, she's gonna put them on her plants.
Let her answer.
Sometimes I don't want to go into great detail, but I have a lot of yellowing of plants and leaves, and
I understand.
Nitrogen.
The tree doctor recommended some nutrients. And
Okay, I thought you were
Too much,
growing
too
them.
much water.
In California?
is, I think, too much acid in the soil.
In San Francisco, yes, of course. Too
I'm
much
getting,
acid.
I'm getting calcium and iron and other things.
Okay,
Thank you for your interest. Thank you.
Plants are very lucky to get vitamins. I mean,
what I wanted to say that some
I hope it
people
does well.
Danke, Steve. What I wanted to say is that some people asked me to bring the Nobel Prize speech by Bashevi Zinger, but it's not the Nobel Prize speech, it's the banquet speech before the Nobel Prize ceremony. It's something.
Okay.
So this is what I'm going to send you. It's hilarious. It's really hilarious. It started with the Yiddish. Scroll down and you will find the English translation. Okay? So I'm sending it both together, the Yiddish with the translation. So, but then we can work on it to see how in translation it doesn't make the sense that the Yiddish is making. It's not
it just gives you so much, I actually sent it to my son, who doesn't really know Yiddish, a few words, because I keep telling him how rich the Yiddish is and that there's just no way to say all those things. And that speech is just a gem.
Yeah,
it's
so
just
let him
a gem.
read the speech in English and then tell him that it's
No.
It's nothing like the Yiddish itself.
But I obviously sent it to him in both. Okay. But it's great. It's
But
really
didn't
great.
he speak Yiddish when he got the Nobel Prize? He didn't speak in Yiddish.
He did.
He did.
Yeah, but that's another speech. He gave two.
Okay.
The banquet, that's the hilarious one.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay.
Really great.
Good.
Okay, now back to the Mexico, to the story. Any comments, any questions, anything?
Yeah, I have a comment.
Yeah, okay, Luisa.
Yeah, this emphasis on the car that can get to 80 kilometers. In those days, it was a very big deal to have a car that could reach that speed.
Yeah.
Because remember that cars at the very beginning in the 20s, at the beginning of the 20th century, they probably could get, I don't know how many miles an hour, but certainly very far away from 80. And this story was written in the 50s. And,
no,
right?
it cannot be in the 50s because he says that he wants to see Hitler's downfall.
Oh, you're right.
So it has to be in the 40s.
So let's think of cars in the 30s, for example.
30s, 40s, yeah.
Right. And I remember there were still many of those in Argentina, when I was growing up, those older cars, right? And they barely could ride very fast. So, and a car that could go 80 kilometers was a very big deal.
Are you sure that's how that's translated? I thought it said, I managed to survive to see Hitler's downfall, and now I'm having this, trite argument with my wife.
Where is it? Just let me see if I
No, he was saying that he was hoping to survive.
He was hoping to see.
Really? Oh,
he was hoping to see it. Yeah.
It was funnier the way I understood it.
But it says, but the story says you have written 1959. So what is?
No. The book was published in 1959.
Yeah, that doesn't mean
it doesn't mean that the story was written at the same year.
Okay, so they compile the stories.
Exactly, it's a compilation of stories, so it's not the same.
But my father was a mechanic in Argentina. He was, of course, a survivor from the war. But I remember that when I was a child, my father always used to